I want to talk about something that really changed my life. And it was about learning the lesson about sometimes you've got to hurt another to be true to yourself. And I have two that really stand out, but I'm going to tell you one right now. So the one that I remember the most was my super duper girl, Lollipops. I was visiting Vancouver and she called me up to say, hey, do you want to go to Cynthia's and do the meditation class? And I'm thinking, of course I do. Love that stuff. And so I said, sure. So she borrowed her mom's car and drove all the way from West Vancouver to Lynn Valley to pick me up. And we drove down the hill towards East Vancouver. And she pulled into the gas station and said, I'm just going to get some gas. And I said, okay. And then my buddy Clarence called me, you know. Went to high school with Clarence. My first experience with Clarence was I cut his long hair. Totally short. Totally cut his hair. He totally trusted me. I don't know if we were in grade 11 or 12, but that was crazy. Anyway, Clarence phones me up and says, hey Bob, I've got 10th row center for the Vancouver Canucks. I can come and pick you up in East Vancouver. What do you say? And I'm like, of course I'm coming, Clarence. Of course I'm coming, but I gotta figure this one out first. So let me give you a call back. So Lollipops went and paid for the gas and came back to the car. And she sat down and I said, Lollipops, I gotta tell you something. And she says, what's up? I said, I can't go with you tonight because I just got an offer to watch the Vancouver Canucks hockey game, 10th row center. I mean, you can't pass that stuff up, you know? And she said, of course you gotta go to the game, Bob. I love you so much. I want you to have the best time ever while you're here. And I'm like, oh my goodness, you're the best friend ever. She says, where do you want me to let you off? And I said, oh, Commercial Drive would be great. So we talked all the way to Commercial Drive and she let me off, and my buddy Clarence picked me up, took me to the hockey game, and I had the best time of my life, you know? And what that means is I don't want to do things to please others or to be a people pleaser or because I'm obligated to anybody. You know what I mean? And I'm not being mean. I'm not being callous. I'm just being true to me. And there's very little opportunities that I get to go see the Vancouver Canucks. So I went for it and I had the time of my life. And Lollipops, well, she's such a good friend that something like that wouldn't really hurt her at all because she's done a lot of growth on herself. But I had to be true to me and I had to go to the most highest choice for myself. And that was going to a hockey game. I know not everybody's into hockey, but it could have been anything, you know? But I had to choose me. And that means I had to be totally transparent and honest with my friend. And I had to let her down to be true to me. But if I'm not true to me, I'm not true to anybody. So that was a huge and amazing life lesson. And I felt really good, really great the way that I handled it. And that was a really long time ago. One of those super proud moments that you have where people teach you things and you actually put those teachings into practice. And that was a huge one. Just wanted to share that with you today. If I can do it, you can do it.